Hello ladies, thank you for being here today. Okay, today I'm going to share with you some of my absolute favorite skincare items for skin over the age of 40. I have it broken down into 3 categories. I have a collagen stimulating category, I have a resurfacing, retexturizing category, and then I have a hydrating, moisturizing category. So let's get into these guys. Welcome back, ladies. My name is Cynthia Williams. I am a 46-year-old integrative nutritionist. I work with women over the age of 35 to help them understand hormonal fluctuations, changes, all the things that are occurring, and then help them to build healthy lifestyle habits that allow them to either achieve their weight loss or health goals. Part of those changes is our skin. As you know, it starts to droop a little bit. It's not as plump. It's not as firm. More lines are coming out. It gets drier, more sallow. These things just start happening. So I'm going to share with you some of my favorite tools that I've used that help me to maintain what I feel like really good skin for the age of 46. I am here in front of my vanity. I have on a tinted sunscreen and a little bit of blush today, but that's it. So, I mean, you can see through here. I've got a couple little hormonal red spots that have popped up and they're not covered up, but overall I feel like I have pretty good skin. I have not had any kind of neurotoxin in almost a year, so I have full movement everywhere. I have had fillers, but years ago, so they have been fully dissolved. So there's no fillers in my face at this point. And as I said, I have been neurotoxin free. I have used other tools. I've started getting chemical peels lately, and I did do a Fraxel laser a year ago. So I do have those things that I have done for my skin, but as it stands, more than anything, the thing that has helped with my skin as far as keeping the discoloration or lack of discoloration and my skin tone pretty even and not having real deep set lines or anything like that is my skincare at home. So I'm going to share some of these things with you. Number 1 is my favorite. I have talked about this tool in several videos. I talk about this on my Instagram a lot. This tool has been an absolute game changer for me. And this is the Microneedler by Jen Amber Beauty. This, you have to be consistent with it. I do it twice a week. Is phenomenal for reducing lines, for improving collagen, for reducing if you have acne scars, if you have any kind of scarring on your face. It is excellent for reducing those. I mean, like, I'm getting in real close so you can see, I don't have a lot of permanent lines. I mean, they're there when I do movement and I contract, but I don't have like etched lines in my face, and that is a big time because of this. As I said, I'm Dysport free for a year, so I have all that movement going on, and this derma roller is a game changer. Category 2, I would call my resurfacing, retexturizing group, and I have 3 products in here. 2 are prescription, but you can easily get those, and 1 is not. My biggest symptom, I guess you could say so far, or complaint with sort of heading into perimenopause. I still have regular cycles. I'm not really having much other issues, but I am starting to get some hormonal acne around my cycle that I've never had before. And that is just frustrating. I'm 46. Thought acne was supposed to be done when I got out of my 20s, but it's not. So for me, and for just overall texturizing of the skin, I started incorporating these pads. These are let's see if I can get it to come in for you guys. There we go. The Dermatology Tingle Exfoliating Pads. And these guys have been a game changer as far as, 1, helping with the hormonal acne that I do get around my cycle, but also the texture of my skin. I have noticed a huge difference in just overall softness and just, like evening out the color of my skin. I do get freckles. I am a freckle girl, but I do have some sun damage from the years. I'm 46. I was born in 78. So in the 80s, I baked in the oil out in the sun. It's just what we did. We didn't know any different. So there are some repercussions from that, but I have done my best since then to try and even that out. But I do have a little bit of discoloration, and I've noticed a nice change in my skin since incorporating these guys right here. The second product in my resurfacing evening out skin tone is a retinol. I have a prescription retinol that's actually combined with a bleaching cream. I started on this after I had my daughter because having her brought out melasma all on the back of my cheeks and down by my chin, and this cleared it up so quickly. And I continue to use it. I probably use this now, I would say 3 to 4 days a week on my skin, but the retinol and the bleaching cream has done wonders for helping with keeping lines from being etched in my skin, keeping the skin tone nice and even, keeping, I would say, firmness to my skin as well, and then helping with any kind of discolorations like the melasma. So you can go to your dermatologist and get this. It's $30 a month here locally for me. I'm in Louisville, Kentucky, that I get from a compound pharmacy. So no more than basically any other skincare product that you would buy, but has a really big bang for it. And I would say, since I only use it 3 to 4 times a month, my bottle actually lasts me almost 2 months when I use it. So $15 a month would be the cost. Number 3 is a prescription estrogen cream for the face. This guy you can get online. You don't have to go to the doctor. There is a doctor that works through this. This is through Muesli. Let's see if I can get that for you. Right there. And I have the aging repair cream. And I have noticed such a nice difference in my skin with this as well. I really focus on applying this, the areas that bothered me the most, which is, you know, the loss of volume around the eyes. I don't have a lot of fat in my face either, which just only exacerbates any kind of crow's feet. So I typically focus on putting it here and on my forehead. You can use it all over your face, but I've just kind of targeted those areas and am watching to see what kind of improvement I have seen, and I have seen a nice improvement, especially like right in here along that orbital bone. I'm starting to see a little bit more firmness and a little bit more plumpness to the skin. This brand, they do have several different products, and when you go to the site, you kind of fill out a questionnaire and it'll kind of push you to the products that it recommends depending upon your age and your skincare concerns. But I have been very pleased with this. I want to say this was around $40 a month, but I use a very small amount, as I said, in that targeted area, and finding that it's lasting me much longer than a month. So I do recommend this one as well. Okay, on to moisturizing and hydration. I recently got back from New York City. I had a girls' weekend trip up there, and we were outside in the cold walking all day long. And you're walking, I'm not drinking water like I normally do at home. It's the cold air, it's the cold wind, not being hydrated, the pollution, the city. It's hard on the skin. And we went on Friday, and by Sunday, I could see what that city was doing to my skin. And one of my favorite products that I used on Sunday and each night since I've gotten home, and I used it prior to, I'm just giving you this as an example, is this Summer Fridays Jet Lag Mask, this hydration mask. This stuff turned my skin around so freaking quick. It plumped it up, it hydrated it, it moisturized it, it felt good, it's not too thick. It says it's a mask, but you can leave it on and you don't have to wash it off. So I got home and I did all my normal skincare, and then I put this on for 2 or 3 nights just to get the moisture back in my skin, and it did a fantastic job. I love the way that this feels, and will continue to use this, especially going into the winter months when your skin, you know, we're already dry from hormonal shifts and imbalances. Then you add that cold winter air on it, because I walk outside all winter long. I do love the cold and being out in it, just don't like what it does to my skin. So this guy right here is something that I do highly recommend. Maybe you live in a colder climate for much longer, or you have snow longer. I would definitely look into giving this guy a try. Last but not least, again, this is a product I have talked about so many different times because I absolutely love this product. This is the CeraVe Night Cream. This stuff, you guys, is fantastic. This is a thicker cream, much thicker cream. Let's see if I can show you. Yeah. I use this morning and night. If I had to categorize my skin, I would say I have normal skin, but in the winter, I would say it leans more towards the dry side. But I use this all year round. morning and night, and it does very well by me. So if you have oily skin, I don't know, that would be for you to determine and try, but I mean, you guys, this stuff, your skin will feel like a baby's butt the next morning when you wake up after applying it. And I really like it because I am using products like my retinol, which are great for the skin, but also drying and hard on the skin. They in and of themselves can create a little bit of inflammation. And this seems to counter those products very nice and keeps my skin from getting overly dry or overly worn out from applying so many anti-aging products. Wish this particular cream I would have started back in high school. I think my skin would look even better at the age of 46 had I used some nice deep moisturizing cream like this that was so good and so rich for the skin. Those are some of my absolute must-haves, ride or die skincare tools and items that I use, like I said, more days than not, and I have noticed that have made such a difference in my skin. As you can see, I have no filters on here. This is my skin. I'm hoping it translates to you guys, that you can see some of the imperfections that are here. You know, I do get, also I forgot to say this, I do get facials once every 4 to 6 weeks, something like that. And I do think that's a big player in how my skin looks as well. But skincare at home is crucial because it's what you do the most, right? And it's what you have to be the most consistent with. And that's where we're at. So make sure that you subscribe, stay tuned for my next video, and I really appreciate you being here.